My children are the most important thing in my life, and I was scared that DCF and the police could come in the middle of the night and just rip my children out of the home, put them in foster homes, and maybe not even together. I had all sorts of nightmare scenarios going through my mind, and I just wanted to get rid of them out of my life. Foster care for my children would be a nightmare. I was intimidated. I was scared. Um, I wasn't familiar with my rights surrounding that process. I was panicked. I didn't want to call them back. I needed to talk to somebody who could advise me. So I felt I needed a lawyer. I went online, and Attorney Seaver was the best reviewed attorney online. The information in the bios that he provided about himself and his background were very reassuring. He had a very strong tone when he talked about representing and defending his clients and having them know their rights and his ability to defend those rights and the rights of their children. So I decided to go with Attorney Seaver. I did look into other lawyers, and they some of them had very mixed reviews. Others just weren't really strong um in the information they provided on their own websites as far as their approach to DCF law and to defending their clients. And Attorney Seaver seemed to be the strongest advocate. He seemed very passionate about his work. He offered a lot of information on his website that wasn't available on other lawyers' websites, and his reviews were impeccable. When DCF came to interview the family, Attorney Seaver and his staff were present. When my children were interviewed separately from the parents, my children had representation and people in the room with them taking notes from Attorney Seaver's staff. Attorney Seaver was present with us the full time that we were interviewed and guided us through the whole process, what we needed to have ready, and then any questions that DCF had that were overreaching, Attorney Seaver put a dead halt to them, and it was really very painless and smooth moving through the process. If someone came to me and said that they were contacted by DCF, the first thing I would say is don't return the phone call. Hopefully, they didn't pick up the call. Hopefully, it was a voicemail. And then the second step I would say is for them to call Attorney Seaver, because there is no better advocate available. He's worth every penny that he charges, and he really only charges a flat rate, which is great because no matter how involved your case gets, when you hire him from the start, you have him at that flat rate, and he does the job no matter how involved it gets. Because he takes over every aspect and all communication, and he's a buffer between you and your family in DCF. You're able to breathe easy and go about your regular life without having to sit and stress over their involvement or what they're doing, because Attorney Seaver is dealing with that the whole time. He's really a full service attorney that you're not going to get out of other lawyers in the field. So I would tell them to call Attorney Seaver right away and don't return any phone calls or have any direct contact with DCF.